What's going on, YouTube? V here. So, the MegaTin spoiler has finally been released. We know exactly what we're getting in the MegaTins. And unfortunately, we're still missing a lot of Link Reign 2 cards. Like, that's probably the biggest thing. The biggest take back for the MegaTins for me is the lack of Link Reign cards in the MegaTins. I think if Konami even gives just one, they could have gave it. I mean, we still need Cherubini. We still need Crystal Needle Fiber. We still need that Plant Link monster. Any one of those would have made the Megatins that much more special. But going back into the Megatins, it's just it's a good reprint, but that's basically what it is. It's just a reprint Megatins, and the promos weren't even good. I mean, I know some people are excited about maybe some of the E-Hero promos and some of the other stuff, but for promos, at least give us like a reprinted hand trap, any one of them, as a super rare. We got Ghost Ogre in the last Megatins. It would have been great to have something, even like a Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries in this Megatin. It would have made it a little bit more attractive to get these Megatins, in my opinion. I think the Megatins are still a great buy. And in this market watch, we're going to be talking about the cards in the Megatins, what they're going for right now, as far as some other cards in the other sets that unfortunately can't be in the Megatins because they have a certain set guideline. And yeah, those sets just going to make it in. But looking at the Megatins, I mean, looking at a lot of stuff right now, Z-Arc is a crap reprint, secret rare. That's a dead reprint. Ultra Polymerization is a great investment. I wish it wasn't in here because I like my original versions, but it isn't here as a secret rare, which kind of sucks. Dragonic Diagram, another card that we already have. We just got the reprinted version in. And what was it, Bowser Legends, I believe, for Dragonic Diagram. Lumina, another card that did not belong in this Megatins. It's just a crap reprint. Rescue Ferret, another shitty reprint. That hurts the value of the Rescue Ferret. I thought I was going to go up in value. It hurts the value. Firewall Dragon's a great reprint. Cool, you got one. Topologic Bomber Dragon, great reprint. Ningaruso, great reprint. Avenger of the Origin is a trash reprint. Barload's a great reprint. Scriptdraw's trash. Quick Launch trash. Overdone Barrier's trash. Like, it's a, and this is the biggest problem with these tins. You basically put us back into the lottery system on reprinted cards that don't maintain high value compared to the secret rare original prints. I don't want looking at Evenly Match is an excellent reprint. Fuse Line's trash. Avenger Chimera's trash. Blue and Purple Night 4 is a good reprint, but to be honest with you, that just lowers them back down to like the $8 to $10 price range. We'll look about that in the market in 2 seconds. I'm not gonna go over all this. I just want to go over the secret rares, guys. Mythical's Master Cerebus is about $10. Now it's gonna go lower. So Inspector Border was going up and now it's about stabilizing roughly around $7 to $8 because it's getting a reprint. Saryuja Scoldred is an excellent reprint. Pendulum Paradox is the mother of all trash reprints. Hatred Nade's a great reprint, and Heavy Metal Foes Electronite is a great reprint. So this is it's for every tin you get, you have a highly unlikely chance of actually plussing. You have a highly unlikely chance of making anything because even though there's a lot of great reprints in these tins, they're just not insanely good. They're not where like I think Konami got a little bit lazy in these reprints, and that's not really Konami's fault. It's because they had to go buy like 4 sets for these reprints. So looking at the first set is Extreme Force. We're gonna look at Saryuja Scoldred, which is currently around $29. So obviously it's gonna go down in price, and this is I'm not gonna really speculate on prices in this market watch. I just want to say that Saryuja is the reprinted version is still gonna be a good version of Saryuja Scoldred. The card's kind of seen some play, but not really. And it needs to see more competitive play in order to go up in value. The reason it's low is because, one, the reprint of the tins, and 2, because it's not really seeing competitive play. Purple, Night 4, as well as Blue, Sky, these prices are going to go down. This is a fact. Now, looking at Purple Night 4 and Blue Sky, I'm seeing the reprints. They're both secret rare, so I don't think the 10 version is going to go up in price as far as its initial release. I think for the most part, it's going to be not really crazy high. It's going to be pretty low, so they might drag the prices down of your Purple and Blue Mech Knights. Electronite actually starting to go down already. It was hovering with 20 forever. And now it's hitting about $16 for a Heavy Metal Foes Electronite. I think with the reprint versions, it was going to probably come out around 8s. This will probably come around 10s for this card. Isold, a card that could have been easily in the reprints for the Megatins, is not in the reprints for the Megatins. And due to that fact, the card was roughly around $18. We're now seeing it hit around $25 to $26 for Isold. And to be honest with you, the balance is going to kill Goki. So, yeah, you could keep your Isolds. You could bind to your Isold, guys. I would get rid of my Isolds. I kept one for Cherry Target and literally got rid of my other Isolds. And if you have any extras, I would highly recommend you get rid of this because the balance is going to kill this fucking deck and you're going to lose money. Get rid of this. Be smart about it. Master Cerebus is already at, what is it, like $6, $7 for Master Cerebus? I mean, it was hitting around $11 to $12 in value, and that card's going out because of reprints. One thing that the tins do like solidify is the fact that pendulums are now the one of the cheapest meta decks you can get in the game. You can easily get pendulums as a cheaper deck. You don't really need to run hand traps and pendulums. Some do, some don't. But it's probably one of the cheaper decks to get now due to the fact of the MegaTin reprints, which is once again the positive side of these MegaTin reprints. It makes pendulums a lot more cheaper, which I like a lot. Spectre Border was starting to go up. We see it over here, the market price sitting $9, and now it's already at $8. It's already going lower in value because of the reprinted version of Inspector Border. Hatronade was another card that was starting to move up slowly. The MegaTin got reprinted, and it's going back down to a $6 price point, which is, I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of wanted to go up in value, and now with the MegaTins, we'll have to wait a while before we even possibly see this card go up in value. Let's see what's, and that's, I mean, I'm not going to go over the Ultra Rares in this market watch. I just want to talk about those secret rares. Moving on to Circuit Break, Borlo Dragon is still $37. In fact, arguably, Borlo Dragon might be the money card of the MegaTins. If your money card's $37 of the original printing, the MegaTin's obviously going to be like 35s, and then it's going to drop significantly. That's a pretty shitty, like value for the MegaTins. Look at it evenly matched, it's about $26. The MegaTin evenly matched will probably be around that same price. This actually might not drop as hard as Borlo will drop. And the reason I say Borlo is going to drop hard, because Sky Sugar players are kind of playing Borlo. A lot of you good decks are kind of playing Borlo, but the new Borlo Dragon, which I'll talk about in a second, is infinitely better. Beauregard Dragon is his name? Borsword, I think his name is. It's just way better of a card. Borlo's a good card, but like, it depends how you. It's all situational, and more decks are playing the other one and maybe adding Borlo Dragon in their extra deck, and that's why I think that it's $37, but it's gonna go down in value, in my opinion. I do like how older guys getting reprints. I do like that a lot, by the way. Akashiki got super rare reprinted. That was the MegaTin secret rare. Look at quick launch. This is what I'm talking about. Like, you can pull trash in your MegaTin pack because you have a higher chance of pulling a trash secret rare like quick launch or squib draw. Like, Chimera, Avenger Chimera. Like, this is why, and once again, this is, I don't know if it's Konami's fault or maybe there's some future investment Konami's working on, but we're looking at these sets like Circuit Break and Extreme Force. The secret rares aren't as strong as they were a couple of months ago, and obviously the MegaTins have a set date, and obviously Konami can only draw from, I think it was 4 sets, if I'm not mistaken, for these MegaTins. But unfortunately, the secret rares aren't as strong as they were. You know, we're talking like maybe 6 months ago. They were insanely high in value. Another set is called the Duelist with Firewall Dragon. Already being, let's see, it's about 23 for unlimited mint with first edition Firewall Dragon. First edition is about 23 as well. 23, 24 roughly for Firewall Dragon. It's not bad, but I feel like every Yu-Gi-Oh player that wanted it has it, and now, like, these are extra ones for Yu-Gi-Oh players that didn't want to get it, but now have a chance to get it. Topologic Bomber Dragon is another card that's around $15. This was an $18 price point card, and now it's going down because of the MegaTin reprints. Great against Gokis, but yeah, it'll be easier to access. Fucking Spellbook Knowledge is getting a reprint, and it's the only reprint I saw in the set. I'm like, good. Fuck you, Spellbook Knowledge. I can never get this card's price ever. I'm glad that the Atrix Reincarnation, once again, like I said, they did the Dragonic Diagram. They're like, hey, we'll give you another Dragonic Diagram. It's like, we just got it. And you're giving a secret rare? We have another secret rare. Like, what are you doing? Ningarusu was another great card. That was a reprinted card. Was always around an $8 to $10 card price. And now we're seeing it roughly around $4 to $5. And it's going to go down even lower for this card. It's a tech choice. I think most of your players only care about having one. So all these tins being opened up, a lot of the Ningarusus flooding the market is going to decline the price of this card even more so. It would be a while if that card even was an attempt to make a move and go back on value. Rescue Ferret used to be like $3 to $4, and now it's about $2 in Rescue Ferret. So, unfortunate, guys. I know my speculation on Rescue Ferret. I really had a good speculation. It's dead. It's gone because of these MegaTin reprints. Could it go back up in value? Absolutely. Will it go back soon? No. You're probably going to have to hold it. Same with Lumina Twilight on Shaman, another card that I didn't agree with as a MegaTin reprint. I hate the fact that they did this as a MegaTin reprint. Konami did not have a huge pool to pull from for the secret rares. That's why I felt like Konami, the super rares of the promos of the MegaTins should have been amazing as a good of incentive. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is my issue with these MegaTins. The MegaTins themselves, I understand why they were done. I'm not crazy about them, but then again, I have all the original versions of these cards. For Yu-Gi-Oh players that don't have the original versions, it's good. But for the promos are straight trash, and that's what pisses me off. Like, when I mean Ghost Reaper, I'm bottom of the barrel we're talking here, because realistically speaking, Super Rare Ash Blossom should have been in those MegaTins as a promo. It really should have. Or any other hand, like I don't know, maybe go Draw and Lockbird. I would say Ghost Ogre, but we already got that. Draw and Lockbird, just a super rare version of a reprinted hand trap should have been those tins. Konami's getting a little bit greedy. They put Ash super rare in Shadows of Valhalla, which I don't like. It should not have been there. It should have been a little bit a good chaser card like Cherubini as a secret rare, and they should have put super rare Ash with every Mega Tin. These tins would have been flying off the fucking shelves. These tins would have been going all over the place. Instead, you get players are buying Shadows of Valhalla and pulling one Ash per box. You understand it's an unbalanced ratio that, I mean, even 6 months ago, Konami still had a nose. I mean, they really had to have a grasp on this, and I think that's what should have been done. Like I said, the tins are not bad. They could be infinitely better. They're not going to sell as crazily as the 2017 Mega Tins. They're just going to sell decently. Guy Saber is, oh god, at least they didn't put Guy Saber in there. At least at the end of the day, there's no Guy Saber in my Megatins. And the last set is Maximum Crisis. Once again, Ash would have been a bomb-ass reprint. We're already seeing it hit about $39 for Unlimited. Which first edition? It's probably like 42, 43. First edition is 45. Okay, I was off by a little bit. $45 for first edition. Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. To be honest with you, I really thought this would have been a great super rare reprint. You make the super rare in both the tins. You could put nothing but squib drawers. People are going to buy these Megatins. The Ash Super Rare right now is going for $20 by itself. Had it been a Megatin Super Rare, I'm telling you, the Megatins would have been amazing. You could have gave us so many shitty reprints, Secret Rares, and Ultra Rares. People would have still bought it for the Ash alone. And they would have bought at threes. Like, Konami did not think smart when they did this. I think this was a mistake on Konami's part. To put it like this one, Dragonic Diagram is such a weak reprint. For that point, you buy literally the original print Dragonic Diagrams. They're under $5. This is the ones you buy. You don't even need to get the Megatin ones, which would be about $2 probably. Like, imagine pulling that in your reprint. I mean, in your Mega Pack, like, it's trash. Z-Arc was always trash. What the hell? Z-Arc was good, like, way in the beginning of Maximum Crisis. And it was good really quickly because Yu-Gi-Oh! Players realized the card's trash and then stopped playing. It went up to, like, I think from, like, $2.50 to, like, $6, maybe $8, I think. I know it's $6, but it always has that, like, fluctuation between $6 and $8. And then it goes back down. I don't even care if they made Tornado Dragon a Secret Rare reprint. Or Masterpiece would have been a great Secret Rare reprint. Not fucking Squib Draw. I think Nightmare already got reprinted, but its Secret Megatin reprint would have been made a lot more sense. Ultra Poly as a reprint I don't like because I was really gambling on this card. I have a bunch, and now like I don't know what's happening. You can't sell it. Like you make nothing. Just hold it at that point. Those lines of Secret reprint. I'm not sure if it got Secret reprint, but it got reprinted a lot more times, so I understand that. So what do we know about the reprints? Besides the fact they're coming out this Friday, they're about $20 per tin, and some of the secret rares are absolute trash. Some of the secret rares will break even with you, and very, 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 very minute of the secret rares will actually have value based on the original print currently, which we all know is not going to maintain that current price on release date of the tins. Nothing, not really much. To be honest with you, one of these cards, Dragonic Diagram, Barlow Dragon, Evenly Matched Osiris Goldred, would have been an amazing super rare reprint in these tins. You need to have chasers. You can't fucking alert. Besides E-Hero players who are already insane, you put one E-Hero card that's brand new, they'll buy 40 tins. Besides that, if you put a good chaser card for competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players, you will sell tins. And unfortunately, even though I like these tins a lot, there's so much missing from these tins. You know, Konami's going to sell these tins, maybe if they're lucky, break average on their average selling for previous tins, minus 2017, which was an amazing year for tins. They're probably break average. And the only reason is because the chaser cards in the tins are absolutely dog shit. I know I keep going back to it, but it pisses me off how bad they are. And how easy Konami could have been like, we're going to put a chaser card in these tins. That's it. It's that simple. And they didn't do it. I'm not sure if you guys... I know a lot of people are upset about the tins or with the contents of the tins, but you have to realize they're only allowed to pull from these 4 sets, so I get it. It doesn't even bother me, except Squib Draw, which I keep going back into. It doesn't really even bother me besides that. It's just the fact these Megatins are so fucking bad for the promos, and usually the promos are what gets you into the Megatins. There's nothing here. Like I said, it's probably a 1 or 2 E-Hero cards, but for the most part, nothing. Ignis, the True Jacob Warrior. Well, let's see. It didn't get reprinted, right? It's not in here? No, it's not. So, since there's no Ignis, this is what happens. This is how you learn, Konami. Ignis gets bought out and goes to a price of $6 for Ignis, which is such a bad price for this card. And for anyone who thinks that buying $6 Ignis is a good idea, let me explain to you what set it came in. Maximum Crisis. This set was pulled to hell and back because everybody wanted Ash and Diagram, which were like $190 cards at the time. So with that said, anyone who's looking to buy Ignis for $6 is out of their mind. If you're a card shop owner, you can't even buy this for $3 at 50% value. It means nothing because the card value, everyone has Ignis Heat. So this was, I don't agree with this buy. I think this was a very bad buy in my opinion. ISO, I would call it ISO and how she's $26, but look over here in price trends. You can see it spiking in price trends. You can see the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh players are going in on this card, and I don't blame them. But at the same time, I'm not into it because we're getting a balance today, maybe, hopefully. So that's also not a card I agree with as well. Dark Samorg is a card I'm in a weird spot because. Is everyone playing ninjas? Is ninjas low key good? Like, is there like a sect of Yu-Gi-Oh players who play ninjas and who wants to run like Dark Samorg and who's waiting for the bans so everybody gets hit and they're like, haha, Dark Samorg, get him. I don't know, but I mean, it's using that deck. I'm not sure if it's using anything else. Oh, by the way, Submarinoid Ultimate Rare. If you want to buy a first edition near mint Ultimate version of this card, you're looking to pay $89. Lightly played, about 3 and change. There's one left. Whoever did this buyout, you missed the card. But yeah, $89 for Submarinoid First Edition Ultimate Rare. It's just ulti's gonna get crazy like this. Oh, we're gonna be in the future due to the lack of core set ultis as well as subset ultis. Basically, besides OTS or whatever the next Yu-Gi-Oh special edition pack is, these old ultis are gonna have like random prices. Would be like damage $45, lightly played $25, first edition lightly played $180. First edition near mint, $40,000. It's gonna have these insane price tags on them due to the fact that they're gonna be so hard to find, especially at near mint. So if you go to your locals and you see a first edition lightly played or near mint ulti, you're gonna want to pick it up and just put it to the side. Put it, double sleeve it, put it in a Yu-Gi-Oh sleeve. Here, wait 1 second. Put that bitch in a Yu-Gi-Oh sleeve. Oh my god, I'm doing it hard. Okay, put it in a Yu-Gi-Oh sleeve and then put it in a Magic sleeve upside down. Press the air out. And then put it in a deck box or a binder. I like a binder because the air can't get really in there. Air gets in these cards, it fucks up the cardboard in them. And do that and just save them. I mean, you go to a dollar binder, you get them dollar binders. That's what I would do. It's just a great investment due to the fact that shit like Submarinoid is $89. When this card first came out, it was like $3. Up next, let's talk about Shadows of Valhalla. So Shadows of Valhalla is a bust of a set. Now, it could be a couple of reasons. One, a lot of vendors, card shop owners, and average Yu-Gi-Oh players bought a ton of Shadows of Valhalla and opened the crap out of it. But we can't really justify that and then look at like Dark Saviors or even more so look at Maximum Crisis, which is basically the same thing happened to these two sets, and the cards maintain value. The reason why the cards in Shadows of Valhalla are going down because Alistair Invoker Madness is a good card. It's a really good card, but Invoked aren't really doing much in the meta. They're still topping here and there, but the meta is so diverse, Invoke can't show their true potential. And I think maybe with a balance, maybe getting rid of cards like Gokis and if we got rid of Gokis and Tricksters and all the guys, was that tier 1 status, Alistair and Invoker Madness will absolutely go up in value. But with that said, we have to see what happens with the balance, and maybe if Invoke might indirectly get hit with the nuance of a balance coming out soon. Ash Blossom Joy Spring is maintaining a $20 price point. It's hovering at $20, and the reason is because not a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players might not want to buy this box to get an Ash, a $20 card. Like, your best card would be a $20 card, and this card, and everything else, which is just, it has to equal at least, let's say you paid $75 for that box, you're going to make at least $35 in bulk value. But everybody's buying these boxes to pull these two cards. Rise of the Valkyries, there's Valkyrie players still out there. This card's like $25 on pre-release. God, these prices. Invocation is another card for Shadows of Valhalla, which is holding a $5 price point and is selling. I know I had about 6 invocations on my TCG Player store, which I'll probably have listed in the description below. And yeah, they all sold. They all sold like this. I mean, literally that fast. My size was sold as well, but I'm telling you, is Ninjas low key? I gotta learn what they do. I have to like learn this deck. Twin Twister Secret Rare is $4 because it was really easy to pull. I think, what, is it 2 per box or maybe even 3 in certain other boxes for Twin Twisters, and Secret Twin Twisters are beautiful. Let's see what's in them. Anything else in Valhalla? Shadow Fusion, which is a decent card. Alistair Secret Rare was going to be money, but once again, Konami made it so easy to pull. In the boxes, I know a lot of players who pull like a playset in each of their boxes, so that's another thing. Mechaba is easy to pull. I mean, I'm trying to look as far as any future value in these sets besides the first and second page because they kind of have self-explained value. Chen bars probably go up in value eventually in the future if it sees play. This card's still good at Koshiki, but the secret rare is so cheap right now. Why wouldn't you? Like, you could buy the original printings of these for extra $1. Magic Planter's another card I think is going to go up in the future. I think, without a doubt, this is a great sleeper card due to the fact that if you look at the other versions of Magic Planter, including the other original super rare, which came out, I think, in Raging Battle, they were like 6s forever. This came down, they dropped the other two's price down, but as time passes by and as this Magic Planter gets harder to get, it'll slowly creep up, and so will the other two printings of Magic Planter, the ultra rare as well as the super rare. Yeah, and this card, it needed a reprint so badly. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'll go into more detail as far as like what I think is good in the set later on, or we'll talk more about the set. But I'm looking at it right now and I'm seeing a lot of heroes, Valkyries, and ninjas. And you have to look to be, you have to, oh, and mermaids, of course. You have to push all that to the side and find the actual value. Because besides the deck specific value, there's alternative value, like the card I talked about earlier. Borsal Dragon and the set Cybernetic Horizon is hitting around $59 and starting to go up because of Sky Strikers. The Sky Strikers are starting to show their dominance in the meta. Sky Strikers is a deck that Yu-Gi-Oh players are ready for that Hornet hit. Like, if Engage gets hit, we have to really get Sky Strikers. But if Hornet gets hit, pure Sky Strikers is totally fine with this. If Terraforming was to get hit, pure Sky Strikers, once again, is totally fine with this. And I think that that's something that a lot of decks can't take. A lot of hits decks that decks don't want to have. Like Gokis, if the Gokis get with what, 2 cards, their deck's dead. Maybe 1 depending on the deck, depending what card it is. Trickster, same thing. Hit Reincarnation, deck's pretty much dead. And with Sky Strikers, you have to hit a couple of cards for the deck to really be hurting. And hitting cards like Terraforming wouldn't really hurt the deck, and hitting Hornet wouldn't hurt the deck as much. But they're playing Borsal Dragon, which is a blowout card. It's a really busted card, and I think that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players that are playing Sky Strikers are really utilizing this card's busted aspect that we haven't seen when the Cybernetic Horizon first came out. Dangers are still hovering at their price point because I think, once again, it's players playing Danger, most specifically Danger Burning Abyss, are waiting for the balance to get moved to the side. We're waiting to see what happens with the top tier decks right now. If they get moved to the side, Dangers will come back, and the price actually might increase in value. You might see this card move up. Right now, they're hovering, and that's kind of weird for something like Dangers and anyone holding Dangers, which is a money set. It's a money deck that might be good, and if it's not good, you lose value. But if it's good, it's going to slowly increase. And then once it shows as tier 1, once a lot of players top with this deck, it's going to move up like a fucking train. Rest System's still up there. Cyber Dragon players don't care about your value. Crusader Ecomax is $11 because Crusaders did one thing in Nebraska. You know what I'm going to say. I mean, looking at everything else as far as Cybernetic Horizon, there isn't much value except this amazing card, which is going to be good in the future. Like, this card is amazing. But as far as that, I mean, I really don't see any much crazy value besides the Dangers and that and Hayate. But look at 20, everyone pulled Hayate. Dark Saviors is Sky Striker Mobilize Engage is still a $75 card. The only way this card will go down in value, besides a reprint and a super rare mass reprint, would be if it was to get hit in the balance. I don't think this is going to get hit in the balance. I think the answer is going to be Hornet. Hornet's the reason why going to be hitting the balance, and the reason why Sky Strikers is still going to be playable. Also, let's not forget anybody out there who thinks the deck is going to be dead. There's still another card for Sky Strikers that's going to come out, and that card's going to be a fucking house. So Konami doesn't want to murder Sky Strikers and then have an amazing card come out that would for a dead deck. They're going to want Sky Strikers to be alive to sell the set that card belongs in. So I think Sky Strikers are still going to be good. I think it's still going to be viable. I think they're a safe bet right now. Out of all the decks, that's probably the safest bet of a deck right now. By the way, unlimited versions of Dark Saviors came out. I mean, $70 versus like whatever. It's I don't know. I don't know about that. Like, my distributor called me today, well, technically yesterday, and hit me up and talked to me about this for a little bit. And I was just like, I don't know about that. I'm just not crazy about unlimited edition stuff. Widow Anchor is $22, still hovering at the same price because of pure Sky Strikers. Finally, Fur Highs are going down in value. They've done nothing. They've never done nothing, but they spiked really high in value. And now they're finally going to about $13. And Mayhem's still holding its price. Maneuvers at 8s. They were like 6s, but they're moving up a little bit once again because some decks might want to play 2. Not a lot of decks will be playing one of Afterburners. And then Kagari is in a weird spot because I'm not sure if Kagari was like $2 to $3 for Kagari. That's insane. Okay, looking up Flames of Destruction. Infinite Impermanence is undeniably the best card of this set. Infinite Impermanence is undeniably the best card in this set. It is $85 for Infinite Impermanence. It surpassed Ash Blossom. First edition versions is also around roughly $85. Besides that one, what is it, 88? Okay. So, Infinite Permits is a very big card right now due to the fact that you can't call by the grave, and it just fucks up Gokis. The reason Gokis aren't everywhere anymore, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are putting Infinite Permits from the side into the main deck. And this is the significance of a card. Infinite Permits was as low as about what, 60s, I believe, maybe 58? It was like that low, and now they're already $85 for Infinite Permits, because they're that much of an impact on the meta. You hit a Goki, you open the first turn against Gokis, you basically rush them. You run their shit. They're in a bad spot. I think that it depends what you want to hit. You want to hit ISO'd and you want to control, try to counterattack them and try to kill them, or you want to hit Firewall Dragon. And when you hit Firewall Dragon, yeah, they lost half their combo and they have to basically make a shitty board. Depending also what other cards in your hand as well. But it's really good right now. Flames Destruction is the best set to get right now. Ghost Spell and Haunt Dimension is also $44. I don't agree with this price whatsoever. And the reason why I don't agree with this price, because it's doing nothing in the meta. Unless you're playing some Burning Abyss stuff, Ghost Spell and Haunt Dimension is straight butt in the meta. We're seeing a lot of you can play side deck this card, and to be honest with you, even side deck, like we have Ash, we have Draw, and Ghost Ogre. Those are the big three right now, besides Infinite Permanence. These are the big three hand traps. And then after that comes Ghost Reaper. And I love Ghost Reaper more than those, but like that's what's the dominance as far as hand traps in the meta. So I don't think Ghost Ball even has a place yet. Maybe in the future, but not now. It should not warrant that high price. Nightmare Unicorn's increasing in value. It's about $28. It's just Nightmare Unicorn's way of saying hi. I didn't get reprinted yet, and my sets, as the next sets move forward, I'm harder to get. So instead of being $25, you're not paying $28 for Nightmare Unicorn. Blee is about 20 because once again it was using Gokis. Some Sky Strikers are playing it, but a lot of Sky Striker deck profiles that show Blee, I seen a bunch, and they're all saying the same thing. They're all saying I don't need Blee. I don't need Iblee or Blee, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't need this card. So it might go down even more so. Griffins about 8, which get your Griffins. Goblins are about, almost $10. Sell your goblins. And the reason I say sell your goblins is because once Gokis get bodied by the ban list, this card's going to be dirt cheap. It'll be about 5s. So wait for that. World Legacy Successions is kind of hovering, but it's going to be going down in value soon. Sell yours. It's not worth anything. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't really care about too much. Crusadius play this fucking card. That's it. Crusadius. And they're a good deck. I'm not shitting on Crusadius. But they ain't good as the meta, like, right now. Maybe it'll change. Vampire Sucker is going up in value, and that's because zombie players, like that. When Vampire Sucker is such like, leveled hidden value, it's insane. You got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that are playing casual, that need this card to play, like, vampires. You got Yu-Gi-Oh! Players who are playing zombies, because why not play zombies right now? Zombies can still catch you, if they can still spam board. 60-card zombies, or 60-card, whatever, the Lights One zombies, or whatever the fuck, whatever mixed bag that is. That's kind of tier 2. But there's also that next level of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that's like, zombies are going to be good in the future. They're going to be good in the future. It's a fact they're going to be good in the future. Why not play this card that helps you plus and helps you move forward in links? Vampire Sucker is going to be low-key a good card that nobody's looking at. Topological Expanded didn't get reprinted, and I don't know why this card's $7. It should be worth a lot more. Multi-Faker, I'm expecting to go up more in value due to the fact that Motherseek and Marionetta got reprinted in the Megatins as an ultra rare. So we're actually going to see Multi-Faker move up in value. And there's a bunch of other cards that are just, Yu-Gi-Oh! This card, I need to buy this card. I don't know why I want to get it. It's trash, but I want it. That's the only way I can explain it to you guys. I'm ending the video with this card. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thank you so much. Guys, I love you. I read every single one of your comments. I love the card shop vlog. I love reading the comments. I love doing those videos. I love doing these videos too, but the card shop vlog has been so fun to do. And you guys can meet all the characters that come to the card shop. I've really been having a great time doing these videos. And guys, if you want to check out my TCG Player Store, the link will be down below in the description. Also, if you want to try Patreon, I have the V packs, which you get a pack. You get basically the good cards out of the pack, the super rare, mailed to you every month. Or you get the V kits. They're like $10. It's a pack of sleeves. I believe it's Dragon Shield sleeves, and as well as a deck box, and that happens to you every month, and that's like a $10 V kit thing. So if you guys want to join that out, check out my Patreon. It'll be all down below. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. Hit the like button, and you guys have a great day.